This is Captain Moran. Those pilots and crew joining the Hermes from various venues, welcome aboard. Those from the Wellington, our condolences for the loss of your vessel. She was a good ship. We joined 4,000 of the finest crew and pilots anywhere in the Terran fleet. With 9 combat squadrons and 6 escorting warships, the Hermes battle group is one of the most powerful strike groups in the Vega sector. Our battle record and reputation speak for us. Our comrades respect us. Our enemies fear us. I do not know what the news networks have been broadcasting, but I will be frank with you. The war is at a stalemate. The Navy has been forced to deploy outdated light carriers to the front in an effort to replace the recently sustained losses, most notably among them, the carriers lost during the Battle of Earth. Being one of the few Con-Fed fleet carriers in this quadrant, we make a big and juicy target. Needless to say, Kilrathi have placed a high priority on the destruction of our carrier. They enjoy an overwhelming advantage in numbers of fighters of all classes and capital ships. Kilrathi have the upper hand, and they know it. During the past 2 weeks, we've been in the Chengdu system battling a Kilrathi battle group centered around the heavy carrier AIS Gapcraft. During our skirmishes, we have taken out a heavy cruiser, 2 destroyers, and half of their fighter complement. We've also put 3 torpedoes into the Gapcraft, forcing her to retreat back to a Kilrathi naval base. We're now positioned in the Brimstone system to hunt down a few Kilrathi raiders. Sadly, at 0414 hours today, Rear Admiral Callahan, our battle group commander, succumbed to injuries he received during the last attack on our ship. Funeral proceedings will be announced at a later date. We can all honor his memory by continuing to carry out our duties effectively and efficiently. Always a point of pride for Admiral Callahan. One more thing. Note to the current members of the 811th Bloodhounds. Colonel Walker has appointed Major Kenny Boz to your vacant squadron leader position. Even our most experienced pilots will no doubt learn much under the tutelage of such a decorated combat veteran. Moran out.
I am Major Boz, the new squadron leader for the Bloodhounds. Some of you might already know me from our time on the Wellington. Our squadron is on rotation for the next patrol duty. I will be pairing up the new pilots with veterans from the squadron so the newcomers can be broken in. Sandman, you will be assigned to Grey Wolf. You two will be Alpha Wing and patrol the Hermes' right flank in a standard 3-point diamond patrol. Sweep these 3 nav points, then head back to the Hermes. Use your best judgment out there. Dispatch anything your Hellcats can take on, but if you find anything big out there, you are ordered to report back with the information. Do not engage it. Information in the battlefield is power, and far outweighs you getting killed. Bravo Wing will consist of
Greetings, Lieutenant. Lieutenant Commander Kate Sweetie here. I run the switchboard. Listen to what I say, don't give me attitude, and we'll get along just fine. Alpha Wing, you have clearance for launch. Be wary of nearby traffic. 4 arrows on cap and 1 shuttle outbound.
Confirming. Establishing flight coordinates now.
Routine patrol, ready to go.
No patrol is routine, Dorothy.
I would prefer if you didn't call me that.
Suit yourself, Toto.
I think I'd prefer Dorothy after all.
Attaboy. Now, set a course for the next waypoint.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Lock and load on the firing line. Enemy ships incoming. Kaboom! That was quite impressive. Alright, let's move.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Hey, Viper, what's going on?
Same old, same old. Making sure this flying bullseye gets out of the system, okay? They're playing guard dog in a gated community.
Well, apparently this suburb's going downhill. We ran into some cats at our last nav point.
Thanks for the heads up.
Dorothy, set course for nav 3.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Lock and load on the firing line. Enemy ships incoming. Great, kid. Don't get cocky. Picking up some funky signals at the edge of my scope. You detecting that?
Yes, sir, I am.
Very well. Better check it out. I'm updating your nav computer with the new location for nav 4.
Proceed to next waypoint.
sensors say 1 light carrier and 1 destroyer.
Dorothy, do not attack those captions. Fighters are fair game. So the cats won't find the Hermes position.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Are they still on our tail?
I doubt it. Anyway, set course back for the Hermes.
Proceed to next waypoint. Mission complete.
Hermes Control, this is Alpha Flight. We've come across a light carrier and her destroyer escort.
Roger that, Lieutenant. I'm relaying your report to the Colonel. How did the new pilot do?
Well, he came back alive. Enough said.
Very well. Alpha Wing, you have clearance to land.
Good job on the patrol work, Lieutenants. Not only did you sweep all the nav points of Kilrathi fighters, you stumbled upon the location of a Kilrathi light carrier and brought that information back alive. Intel has identified the Kilrathi light carrier as the KIS Tharkmar and the destroyer as the KIS Gyagyug. These two have been driving the local defense forces up the wall. Rest assured, we'll be planning offensive operations in the next few hours. Dismissed.
warheads and 3 wings of Cylon Raiders. Intercept and destroy. We're scrambling other squadrons for launch.
Affirmative, Theseus. Break you to engage.
FTL drives will be spooled in 7 minutes. Stay within the recovery line, or he may be forced to jump without you.
Good kill, sir. We jump without buzzkill and sawbones. For what? We're still being hunted. If we hadn't jumped without the alert fighters, hundreds more would be dead.
This is the CAG. Red Wing is on station. Entering escort formation.
Looking forward to tallying some toaster kills, sir.
We've all trained for this, but remember to keep your focus. We've lost too many good people today already.
The base ships are firing nuclear missiles. We need to focus on intercepting those warheads before they hit the Theseus.
Check your six. There's a bandit on your tail. Check your six. There's a bandit on your tail.
I just had to remind you who's the best pilot in the fleet. These ships are firing a second volley of nuclear warheads. Protect the Theseus.
FTL is at 50%.
We're halfway there, people. Keep it up.
Green and orange squadrons will relieve you from cap after our next jump.
More bandits incoming. A new wing of Cylon Raiders, designation Ion. They are armed with missiles. There's too many of them, Theseus. We need additional support. More nukes incoming. Intercept them.
We're trying to get more fighters in the launch tubes, but it's going to take at least 6 minutes until we can launch another squadron.
Damn it! I can't get a lock.
These raiders are agile as hell.
attend to the attack at this time. FTL prep is underway. ETA, 1 minute. Stand by for combat landing procedures. Reading a third Cylon spaceship. Bearing 220. Kara 50. We're being overwhelmed.
Nuclear warheads inbound.
Incoming ordnance. All hands, brace for impact. FTL systems are online. All fighters, prepare for combat landing. Commencing jump in 90 seconds. All fighters, return to the Theseus immediately.
You heard the lieutenant. Return to the Theseus ASAP or you will be left behind.
A fourth Cylon base star has jumped in.
Viper 814, Theseus. Approach dorsal third landing bay. Hands on, speed 90. Trackers red. Call the ball, Viper 814, Theseus. Skids down, mag lock secure. Welcome home.